Hello and welcome all of you to my YouTube channel, Animals and Pets with Partha. Today's topic is about the dog game. I have been talking about the dog game for quite a while. But a very important topic I just missed out. Something that's gone viral and is trending for several years now. It is about the Syndicate. The Syndicate of our dog world is such an important person. Well, the saying that goes now is, if you see the Syndicate in the dog world and if you see the Cobra, which is compared to the Cobra, then kill the Syndicate first, the Cobra next. Well, that is the situation. Well, our dog game, which is our population, as you know, is nearly double than that of Europe. But we are controlled by one European company, which has enslaved our dog world. Our dog world was free, and our dog world was created originally hundreds of years ago by the Britishers. They created this Indian dog world in the same lines as they had the system in England. And the royalties and the aristocracy of India is to be involved in the dog game. In those days, as you know, there were a lot of clubs in this country which the entries were limited only to elite people, elite Indians, and Rajas and the Maharajas, and of course the Lords and the British high personnel. Well, this dog game grew exponentially, and we became one of the most knowledgeable and the most developed dog worlds in the country. We had some of the greatest imports that would fly down to India. We had you name it, and those dogs would be here. You name Bull Terriers, Cocker Spaniels, which we have had Tracy Witch of Ware in India, we have had Sir Galahad of Ware in India, we have had so many of this, some of the greatest of the dogs from England come over to India and compete at dog shows. Well, from then we marched forward, but then on the way we have been confronted by this Syndicate. And he has robbed the entire dog game of its total glory. Now we have been sold. We have to. Our dog game is now dependent upon a few exhibitors who sponsors the dog shows. And these dog shows are sponsored by them, and in exchange, their dogs have to win. So this has been the law, the rule that has been going on for so many years now, and we have been fragmented. There are so many kennel clubs that have sprung up across the country. There are so many people, hundreds and thousands of people have been deprived. Now, if you consider that our population is double than that of Europe, then see our dog game, where we stand. One of our judges the other day was giving an open statement in public. Well, next year we are going to have lot of imports, and they'll be in full in the dog game, and the dog shows, because we are going to have dog of the year. So there is no breed in Indians. This huge, the entire country is now involved in breeding only pet dogs, and all our show dogs are going to be imported from other countries in Europe. So this is the situation that has come to this country. Our breeders have completely, the quality breeders who ever thought of producing quality, produced quality that were equivalent or even much better than other countries in Europe. But then the first thing, systematically, what the Syndicate completely destroyed is the pedigree system, registration system, completely forged it, totally out and out. And that is why the validity of our papers are now not acceptable anywhere in the world. Because these papers are actually, if you match the DNA, they don't match. Because you don't know where they are bred. Because the papers are being actually sold in the open market. Now, this is one part. The other part is, unless you import, you're not going to win. Because the people who import, say 20, 30, 40, 50 lakhs or more, on one dog, those people have the money. These are the people who are going to sponsor the shows, and these are the people who are going to pay the judges their pocket money, their whatever, their pleasure money, their travel cost, and everything. And of course, the Syndicate's money. Now, this is a very systematic way that the Syndicate has completely eaten up the dog world. Now, it is time that we got rid of all this, and we have to unite all the fragmented people who are much greater in number than the syndicates run dog shows by his nincompoops. We have to get together and make a national body. We cannot be enslaved by any company or any group of people. We were always following the British system. Let us come forward and follow the British system. Let us have a reciprocal arrangement with all other organizations across the world. We don't mind. But the point is, we have to have our own identity, and we cannot lose our identity. Like it is like our birth has been associated, our dog game's birth has been associated to the times of the British era. And that cannot be completely wiped up by just a group of people who are intending to earn money from India. Now see, end of this month, there are going to be some people coming here to collect money. This is the system that is happening in this country, which is very regrettable. Well, recently I was judging. I don't judge nowadays because whoever judges here, they know that the judges are corrupt and they are appointed by the syndicate, mostly in the syndicate run shows. Of course, the other shows run by the INKC or the United Kennel Club and the other organizations, even non-registered organizations, they are much more fairer than what is happening in the dog shows under the syndicate. Well, because I don't judge, because the first thing when you judge, it is acceptable, it is known to everybody that the judge has to be a corrupt person. Like, I wouldn't like to go on to further and say about our administration or our police or something. People think that bribe is the system, and you can sort of achieve anything by bribing. Now, the other day, I was judging at the organization run by the Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy Smarak Vigyan Mela and Pradarshani. That happened on the 7th of January 2024 at the West Bengal University of Animal and Fishery Sciences Paschim Bongo Vigyan Mancha at Belgacia Vigyan Kendra. The big erstwhile veterinary college that was started in the British era. Well, that some of the videos and pictures are what you see here on the screen, and I would suggest the time has come that all organizations across this country, save of course the syndicate, must get together and form a national federal system of running this dog world in our country. We have 36 states, and then this is so huge. Unless we have representatives from every corner of this country, our dog game cannot grow. We have to give equal opportunities to all. We have to build a dog game which benefits the future generation. In our generation, we have had the best of opportunities just because our system, I came in before the syndicate. And before the syndicate could completely corrupt and take hold of the system, I had already become a judge. So all this taken together, it is my time now to give back to this sport whatever I know, to bequeath to this sport all my little knowledge and learning and my experience and my expertise to develop this dog game and make it acceptable to all. Thank you. It will be a welcome decision by all organizations like the Indian National Kennel Club, which is based in Bombay. Then the other organization like the World United Kennel Club Bharat and the United Kennel Club, which is all these that have taken shape, and any other organizations that are already running shows. There are many who are just singularly running it on their own as an organization, and I would suggest everyone to come to one fold, and we will develop a proper system of managing the registration in a perfect manner so that it is expected and acceptable to the world of dogs. Thank you.